In this video, we're going to talk about polynomials. And the first thing we're going to do is classify the polynomials based on the number of terms that you see. Mon for one term, bi for two terms, and tri for three terms. So with these three examples, we do have a monomial, a binomial, and a trinomial based on the number of terms. The next thing we're going to look at is the degree and the leading coefficient. And your degree is going to be your greatest exponent. So you're going to take a look at all of your exponents on your variables. If you have a constant, it's understood to have a variable raised to a zero exponent. And then you're going to determine which one of those is the greatest. In this case, 3 is the greatest, so that's going to be your degree. And that also tells you what your leading coefficient is, because that is going to be the coefficient of the term with the greatest exponent. In this case, your leading coefficient is going to be 2. So your degree is 3 and your leading coefficient is 2. Let's look at the polynomials at the top of the screen and determine what the degree and leading coefficient of those are. For the monomial, you have an exponent of 2 and that coefficient is negative 3. So you have a degree of 2 and a leading coefficient of negative 3. In the binomial, there is understood to be an x to the 0 power with the 7, but your greatest power is going to be 3, and your leading coefficient is going to be 5. So degree of 3, leading coefficient of 5. In your trinomial, be careful because they are a little bit out of order. Your highest exponent is going to be the 5, which is on the middle term. You're also going to use that negative 4 as your leading coefficient. So degree of 5 and leading coefficient of negative 4. I'm going to give you 3 examples for you to work with. You're going to classify them, and you're also going to determine the degree and the leading coefficient. So go ahead and pause the video, and then you can come back and check your answers. Okay. Just be careful in that first one, you do have a degree of 7, and it is understood for a 1 to be in front of the variable, and you also have a negative there. So your degree is 7 and your leading coefficient is negative 1. Your trinomials are the most likely to be out of order, and the degree on that one is 8, leading coefficient is 3, and your monomial is going to be degree of 4 and leading coefficient of 12. Good luck as you continue to work with polynomials.